Oh shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Emotional, damn it.
Save.
What's good, everybody? Welcome again to another episode of Make It Make Sense. I am your host, the one and only Muddy Ray Hudson, aka Mr. Drop the Mic himself. We are in the building, and of course, I am not alone. What's up, Lala? You are first, and we are joined by a group of very talented and well-versed and smart individuals. First off, I got the sensei of the Blurred Cartel himself, the one and only Hollywood. What it do?
Yes, sir. Hollywood Sensei of the Blurred Cartel, CEO status. We in the building. You know, it's Make It Make Sense. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The Blurred Cartel. We are everywhere on all social media platforms. You know where we at. Make sure you follow me, too. What it sound like every Thursday. Welcome to Hollywood. Every Thursday at 8:45. You know what I mean? Fuck with me. But it's Make It Make Sense tonight. We in the building.
We are in the building. And of course, we are not alone. We are joined by some wonderful guests from Overall 99 Media. First and foremost, he is first, but don't call him last, or maybe you do need to call him last. It is young Zell May. What it do?
What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas. May looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, and I'm here today to make it make sense. Just call me last, though.
We're not going to deal with him. He's starting already. Then, of course, he is not alone. He decided to bring a scumbag, the one and only Afro Commie 765. What it do, my guy?
You already know. It's your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. You already know.
It is the same gimmick, different day. We do not advertise. We do not advertise for any substances that you may possibly be seeing. So we don't advertise for none of that.
So focused on it.
We don't advertise for none of that. You know, we're just gonna ignore that right there. But as you know, this is Make It Make Sense. You know, we got to go through the different topics, the different trending things, the wild takes, and the crazy stories that have been going on over the internet. And today has been a crazy day. Before we even get into talk about Lowell on Thursday Night Football, or even Caresha, or even Jeffrey Dahmer, or anything else, we had a couple of extra stories that we just decided to touch on today because they're a little bit wild. First and foremost, if you don't know, there's a former football player by the name of Antonio Brown, who decided to strike again when you didn't even expect it. Yes, that picture is exactly what you think it is. My man was in Dubai, which you already know when you in Dubai, stuff happens that you can't even discuss anyway. But my man decided to have a little extra fun with somebody and decided to flash an entire pool full of people along with stuff. And
let's go, AB.
You just look at Antonio Brown and you just like, bro, like, at what point, like, just why? At what point, like, you know, you had chance after chance after chance to make millions of dollars, you know, to do something with your life. You got all these connections, and you just, the headlines you keep making are never good. It's just like, at what point does it stop? Now we flashing people, like this, and it didn't take long. As soon as it happened, it went all over Twitter, and all of a sudden he defended himself, saying, you know, I'm getting slandered and all this kind of stuff, and I know people just making black guys sacrifices, you know, scapegoats and martyrs, whatever you want to call them. It's like, bro, like, at what point? Like, the video is already viral. They've already seen. Somebody help me with my guy. Call me last. You don't want to work football paraphernalia. Explain your guy, man. What's going on with Antonio Brown? Why at this point? Why?
Shout out to Stanford football. Let's go. But I don't even got a Southern Miss shirt, so I got Stanford. But shout out to that. My man is a terrorist. Can we just say that?
Oh, damn.
If you're doing this kind of stuff, you're a terrorist.
My man is going out there in international waters, releasing missiles upon unwarranted missiles upon the public who did not ask to see the missile. They did not want to see the missile. Good thing the missile did not shoot, because it would have been a lot more awkward and a lot more court cases. But my man he is a full-blown terrorist, and then had a nervous to say they tried to set me up. Like there wasn't a 4K camera photo of your whole debacle. Like it is a whole thing that it is out there. Like, I don't know what to tell people. It is literally out there. You put it is out. You can't even say they trying to lie on me, dog. It is a video. That is you, sir. It's like a 4K camera right on you. I don't know how they can set you up. I don't know what kind of martyr you doing. What are you martyring for? I don't even know what you proclaim you are. I don't understand this whole thing. And as y'all know, hopefully in a few years, prayerfully, we don't see Tua or none of the other football players doing this, because hopefully the NFLPA and the NFL get this together.
The NFL can't do nothing with Antonio Brown anymore. We'll get into Tua later. They can't do nothing else with your boy. Scumbag. Is this some of your treachery? Is this some stuff that you would be caught dead doing? Would you be out here?
Hold on. He's in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
You not finna defend.
Y'all know what? Bro, there is some prince right now taking a dump on somebody's daughter at least 100 feet away from that. This is Dubai we're talking about. This is tame. Are we sure it was he at a nudist resort at least? Or maybe it's one of those clothing optional places?
Tori, if it was, these people were really freaked out. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, yes. Excuse me?
Bruh, Dubai is wild. Like you never hear nothing coming out of that country that is not crazy.
Tori, he is not a prince or a king.
But he's a celebrity. So he could be cool. He could be cool with like the prince's third cousin or something. We don't know.
Logan Paul is cool with the prince's third cousins, and he has not done none of that.
Did he get arrested?
Nothing as of right now, but you can.
So he probably wasn't breaking a law, is all I'm saying.
Possibly, yes, because in other countries, that is considered a higher law than in the United States. This is a different country.
I'm saying he's in Dubai, bruh.
Look, just because the unmentionable tend to happen.
If he was here in America, he would have went to jail for indecent exposure. I'm just saying, if he didn't do anything illegal in Dubai, it's a wild look, but I mean, he didn't commit a crime.
Tor, it is a crime, Tor. It's Article 358 of the Dubai law. 2 white girl models was flashing dudes in Dubai. They went to jail and they got shipped back to America, who let them out. So they did almost get arrested, and Trump got them away with it.
There's a difference between men and women in Dubai. Am I not? Isn't there? I'm just saying.
Article 348
like as far as a female's rights versus a male's rights in Dubai, I'm not saying whether that's right or not, pun intended. But I'm just saying, if he didn't do nothing illegal and no one was hurt, I've seen people do way wilder shit than that.
According to this,
they were women, they got away with it though.
According to this, at pools or beaches, swimsuits should be worn, but you should cover everything when exiting. That's for everybody. Women have to cover their knees and have to have the hijab on. That's different. So they have to cover more, but men still have to have at least their underwear on.
But if he's breaking the law, then yeah, he was in the wrong. Most definitely.
Afro comment, we already understand that you've been to Dubai more than once, and you're part of the debauchery. We understand at this point, man. I'm just saying. Can you defend your boy since Afro comment is defending that man? Can you defend the boy on the other end? What's wrong with it, man?
So you want to know my biggest takeaway from this for me is this is getting talked about more than Brett Favre stealing millions of dollars from poor people.
Yeah, that's way crazier than getting naked.
Yeah, I mean, we heard about a black man's dick in Dubai when we got a white man in America.
Hey, listen, it is an obsession in America for BBC. We can have an American. I don't know what it is. Hey, black people. Shout out to me and this.
No, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
I'm just saying, shout out to the cast. You know what I'm saying? Tori, which half you are, Tori? Tori, which half you?
I'm guessing this is. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
We're not even gonna start with that. But yeah, you are right.
I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
You gonna start with
it's weird though. It's an obsession though. That's something like
we're not starting on the obsession.
No, but
It hurts black men confidence when they not up like that because the society tells you it's normal, and it's a mental issue for a lot of dudes. Shout out to me though, I ain't got that problem.
All right,
somebody get your boy.
She want me to say
get your boy.
I was gonna say BBC Mafia, but you know.
Let's go.
Why?
Double entendres in abundance, folks.
Now I gotta change the logo. Look at this.
Why? Just why?
No,
that's not.
Let's not get it twisted. There's probably already a BBC Mafia trademark somewhere in this day and age. I'm not doubting that. There's definitely some back alley porn company that's their LLC.
We're not doing this today.
Listen,
we're not doing this today. No, we're not gonna do this. We were on here to talk about Antonio Brown flashing people, and y'all want to make this about some BBC addiction.
Listen, I'm just talking about the obsession Americans have, bro. The white dude's mad. The white dude's mad. The white girls want to try it out. Everybody, it's an issue.
We're not even gonna talk about that because there's also an obsession with money and jewelry for the unfortunate reason. So we're gonna use this to go into our second just random take what that happened today before we go into our other stuff. And it's unfortunately the passing of PNB Rock, and they have actually released information to what actually happened instead of everybody just speculating that his location was just put on by his girlfriend and everything. No, they actually said what happened as far as the investigation. I'm gonna let you know what it was, and it's not pretty, but essentially PNB Rock and his girlfriend went to Roscoe's. And there was a suspect who hasn't been revealed yet. This fourth suspect possibly has yet to have been revealed. He was there. He saw PNB Rock and his girlfriend come there, and supposedly he made some contact with a man named Freddie Lee Trone. Those two had a conversation before Trone left and got his son, whose son was actually 17 years old. Came back with his 17-year-old son, dropped his son off a little bit of ways from the Roscoe's. His son had a gun, came in there and demanded the chains and the money from PNB Rock, went straight to their location, didn't go to nobody else. And after he respectively asked for the jewelry, asked for everything of them, then decided to unfortunately shoot PNB Rock. And as PNB Rock was on the ground bleeding from the one shot him twice more in his back, and then demanded the jewelry and everything from the girlfriend. And then while PNB Rock was laying out, mostly if people have seen the video, was laying out, he then decided to rob him of the jewelry even then, and then they left. Which that's what actually supposedly happened. And now Freddie and his son and his wife, who supposedly was harboring a fugitive, they've all been arrested. But it's a horrible thing that it happened this way because even like to what we were saying before when we were explaining about the Rock situation, showing off or even coming with jewelry or even that nature can possibly make you a target. But this was more planned than anything. Just as soon as he was seen, you calling other people, and you gotta get your 17-year-old son. You getting your 17-year-old son. Like this is what we were talking about on Locker Room Talk on Monday. We were explaining the simple fact of
he didn't think he was gonna kill him. He thought his son was gonna rob him, and then if his son got caught, he ain't gonna do the time because he ain't 18 yet. That's some sick ass. That's like, a sick mentality.
We invested in our children and making them murderers. Like what? Like that's just horrible. Like Locker Room Talk,
especially something that's not gonna hold its value like jewelry. I don't think people realize how much value jewelry loses. Like there's a lot better things you can rob people for.
But I mean, even going to what we were talking about last week to even now, it's bad that this is what it's gotten to. Hollywood was saying, we're doing things for clout. And at that point, it became about more than just money because you didn't get a man a chance to protect his life, give you the stuff before you just end them. Like,
well, he was a child, yo.
But even to that, everybody who was blaming the girlfriend, everybody who was jumping on the bandwagon shouldn't have put the location, which, I mean, that's still true. You shouldn't necessarily do that. Not her fault.
You still shouldn't do that. Even if that wasn't involved, you still shouldn't do that.
All of them, you still shouldn't do that. All of them need that apology. All of them need that L. Everything. Everybody should be giving public apologies, everything, but naturally the internet is full of soft people that like to hide behind the computer screen. They're not going to say that, but they should. They really should. I mean, the toxic sperm donor, it's past toxic. Once you.
I was about to say that we went a few leagues past toxic.
You're a criminal.
Murder on your child. That's horrible. That's
criminal sperm though.
It almost makes you not want to be.
Bruh, any father that's gonna go get his son to do that, that's crazy, bro.
That's just wild. I I can't believe it. That's horrible. That's just horrible in and of itself. Wanted to explain those quick
that's wild.
right quick before we go to our actual topics. So first and foremost, if you're not a football fan, you're gonna be one after this. But so first and foremost, we got to go into the Tua situation with the NFL, the Dolphins, and everything on Thursday Night Football. If you ain't into football, let me explain the simple explanation to you. It's not even gonna take long. Football, basically, you can get hurt. Something that's really understood. You can get hurt. So one quarterback, one player, NFL player by the name of Tua, got hurt on Sunday. Real simple. If you get hurt and he had it, supposedly it was not a concussion. He was hurt.
Oh, well, that's good to me.
A concussion is basically when your brain moves inside your head in a violent way or a way that's not safe for you. It's simply it. So what happened when he played again he also got hit again and supposedly got the same injury or got a similar injury to where he had to be moved and carted out on a stretcher. And it's not good to watch. Like when you see the impact, if you ever go watch the video and just instantly you see something like this, it's not a safe look. It's not good. This is supposedly a reaction to head trauma. And it was a very scary moment. And I hate that happened to Tua. My prayers and everything go out to him and his family. Prayer speedy recovery. Supposedly he's doing well. The problem that comes is that now there's suspicion on his team that did they send him out too early when he had yet to recover from the previous concussion, which could have been life-threatening. You do not realize if you get a second concussion before the first one even healed, it can literally be life-threatening. It could be paralyzation. It could be multitude of things.
I mean, a single concussion can be life-threatening, let alone multiple.
Exactly. And so now it's
not even in the span of a week.
Like they sent this man back out in 4 days when supposedly supposedly from Sunday he did not have a concussion. It was only a back injury. Yet a lot of people are looking at the fact that he stumbled just to say, oh, well, if he stumbled, that is possibility of a concussion. Not to mention, if you go back to last year, Patrick Mahomes had a similar thing that happened to him when he also stumbled when he got hurt. That was not a concussion. They just did not allow him back into the game. So now it's a possibility whether it's a concussion or not. Everybody seems to think that they're doctors. But as of today, the independent neurologist that said that it was not a concussion, that also looked at Tua and everything in that same Sunday instance, now he's been fired by the NFLPA. So now our wording of everything is all the way out the woodwork. Everybody's looking at what happened. Call me last. You had something to connect to this from Antonio Brown. I'm going to let you have at it first. What's going on with the Miami Dolphins, my guy?
Listen, you have Antonio Brown, which if it's a play that happened in the playoffs where Burfict hits him so hard that his body turned and he literally was out for weeks from a concussion. The things about concussion is they're graded. So the higher the grade, the worse it is. He had a bad one. Ever since that moment, Antonio Brown has been a completely different person. I don't care what no one says. That next season, he started Hollywood contested. Next season, he started filming in the locker room. He started doing whatever. He never did that before. Mm-hmm. He talked different now. He do everything different. So you can go back to that. Herschel Walker, one of the greatest football players ever, literally stated, he running for senator now, I don't know why. He literally stated that he had blackouts and he don't remember what happened during times. Brett Favre claimed he had 400 concussions, even though there ain't no reason to do bad things. I'm sorry, you can't keep making excuses. He did have a lot of concussions.
Yeah, he did.
The thing is, when you do that, when you see Monte mentioned Patrick Mahomes, they didn't even say it was a concussion. They didn't believe it was, but just in case, because if you listen to any doctor, which I was listening to some that was talking about it, because I don't want to just be informed by the internet, they said that we are at the brain and concussion status where heart was in 1960s, which basically means ever since that movie, we have just started studying CTE. It had just started. It literally just started when that movie came out, and right before the movie, they started studying, and you can't even study until someone is dead. So you don't even have that many examples to study. So what the Chiefs did, as they mentioned, they kept him out just in case. The Dolphins put him right back in the same game and put him out 4 weeks ago. And from what I've seen, again, I don't know, but the doctor said when they do their fingers like that, that means brain damage happened. Some with the nerve in the brain happen, your fingers just start crossing. Which, by the way, that is even rare. That is rare, even in concussions in football. You never see the fingers do that. even when people get concussion, that is rare. That means it could have been a concussion, but we couldn't tell. And then he got another one which could have made the grade way worse than what it was. And he might not feel it later on, but down his life he might feel it. Is in which why they are doing what they did with fire the neurologist. They also gonna make a rule. They just announced it like 30 minutes ago. They are making a rule that if somebody stumbles, they can't go back in the game for the rest of the game. They said it might be implemented in week 5 from now on. No, the NFL agreeing, the NFLPA agreeing. They fired neurologists. They're like, yo, listen, we don't know what's going on. This looks bad. We rarely ever see concussions get that bad when their fingers start crossing. You see it in car accidents. I don't know if y'all ever seen like car accidents or something like that, somebody's hand where it gets real bad, but that happens. So all I'm saying is, y'all, we got to be careful. I was arguing all week that he should not play. I was mad that he even got back in the game. He is already dangerous himself. People that don't understand, he plays dangerously. The reason he got the first concussion was a normal play, but when you get hit and somebody play football, you're supposed to relax your body and let your body naturally go. He tried to keep his head up, and when he keeps his head up, his back hit the ground, his head bounced off the ground. That's how he been like that since college. He does that. He try to protect himself in a weird way. Torrey can understand the same thing you do a pile driver in wrestling, Torrey, or take a.
I mean, concussions are pretty universal in most combat sports. In any sport that's high impact, there's a chance of head trauma. It's messed up, but it's the truth.
Yeah. So they teach you techniques, Torrey, in which you can limit that at the most. He doesn't even do it. He's been doing that since he was at Alabama. And
football is different even from that, because football, you got giant niggas running outrageous speeds, just smashing into each other.
Yeah, but they was like slanging those
car wrecks all over the field. It's wild.
But these weren't even that hard of hits. That's the thing. He just getting slanged to the ground, and once you get slung, you hold your head up and bounce off the ground because you're trying to keep your head up instead of putting your head, just relaxing your body and just letting it go. That could have been the first one. Could have been prevented. The second one was just a freak play. I'm not.
The second one was pretty hard when he got slammed down.
Yeah, the second one I ain't got. He couldn't do nothing about that. The first one he did that himself. Like he just got a simple like toss down. He tried to keep his head up and bounce off the ground. But teach your kids safety. Teach them to relax their body. Know your rules. Find somebody that know what they do and let them do what they do and explain to them, because you can try to prevent as much as you can. Even though, like Torrey said, it's just a dangerous sport in the first place. They got new helmets that football players hate to wear. They're uncomfortable, I know, but try to just keep yourself safe because you don't want to be blacking out.
It'd be a lot more uncomfortable if you end up dying from a brain bleed, though.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true. And then one thing they have to point out, there have been football players that have said, I've been hurt, but I wanted to go back in the game because I didn't want to let down my team. I didn't want to let all people that's depending on me down. And so sometimes, even not just in football, but all over life, you have to protect people themselves. Like, I'm pretty sure
that's like the downfall of sports, yo. It'd be giving these niggas savior complexes that serve to hurt themselves greatly in the end.
I was even listening to a radio show where it had a former football player. They even said, I remember tearing my MCL, and I just I saw my quarterback getting pumped, because the backup center wasn't just being able to hold his own. And so I'm like, bro, stick me a little bit, tape me up as much as you possibly can, let me get back up in there. He's like, man, I'm feeling the effects of that now because it didn't necessarily heal well. So a lot of times you have to protect people from themselves, not just in sports, but everything. I mean, and Anthony Price, you ain't lying. Joe Burrow and got lucky. Bless his heart. Because many times he didn't got hit, and a lot of these quarterbacks or a lot of people, when they just get hit a lot, that's dangerous. And you have to sometimes do your best to protect them from themselves.
What? Phillip Rivers played a whole playoff game with a torn ACL. Yes. I mean, this is. I feel like this is a bad look for the league, a real bad look. Because we already got the CTE thing, the head trauma, all that. Now this is, and in the past, people were saying, I don't want my kids playing football, blah blah blah. This is going to be another reason why, people going to say, I want my kids to play this sport. You know what I mean? Because it's a chance that your brain is going to get mashed up in this thing. The former players that said they had blackouts and all this other shit that goes on with CTE is just crazy. Like, and former players that have already died, and then we found out after their death that they had CTE. I mean,
you can't find out no other way.
right? You know what I mean? Like the NFL, they're gonna have to do something because like what was it, 2 years ago or was it 3 years ago? Y'all almost killed Tyrod Taylor. We swept that shit under the rug. You know what I mean?
Wrong thing to
You
get
know,
done.
we almost killed him, and then it's no way Tua should have been playing the rest of that game on Sunday or Thursday night. That is just a total mishap by the Miami Dolphins organization, and I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? I am not surprised that the Dolphins fucked up this way because they already was. Didn't the owner get fined some money? They got docked some shit for some shit.
Yeah, currently their
weren't
owner
supposed to
is
get.
suspended right now and has been fined, for some tampering, because of some suspicions that, they were trying to do this super team with, Sean Payton and Tom Brady finagling his way down there. Currently, they got that as the Miami Dolphins. Not to mention that, they also still have the Brian Flores entire lawsuit organization thing that's been going on with them as well. So the Dolphins are currently under fire for a lot of things. And now they're just literally adding this entire mishap to them. It is a horrible look on the NFL, and just the Miami Dolphins right now is in shambles. It's ugly right there.
Can I say this too? You did all this work for over these last 5 years to improve your image on it, and then y'all let this happen. And they know it. And this how you know they know it. They making a rule for next week.
Yep.
Already. Like we gonna wait till after the season. We ain't gonna do none of that. We making a rule this week because they know how bad it look.
A rule that should have been implemented. That the league should have, somebody from the league should have had called down like, hey, yo, y'all don't put that boy back in that game. But like the comment says, the NFL cares about money. It's all about that revenue at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So they've been sacrificing bodies for years. It's not going to stop. You know what I mean? It's not going to stop.
I mean, is that combined with the players don't want to feel like they're failing anybody. They don't want to just not play when they got 51 other people on roster that's giving their all and they just sitting there. I know that.
And also the players, one more thing I want to say. The players, when they doing these NFLPA negotiations, new CBAs and all this stuff, they gotta start negotiating for better shit. You know what I mean? And start implementing more like shit in there for your health. You know what I mean? Because I get it, you paying me millions and all that, but like, yo, I can't perform and do what I'm getting paid for if my body fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna tell you what the problem with that is. It's a lot of players that don't play a lot, but each player get one vote. And if they lose money because of it, they be like, no, I'm voting against it, which kills it. So they have to find some reasonable thing among the players. Because think about it. You got 22 players, but you got 80 on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like 40 of them ain't going to play. They like, listen, you ain't hurting my money because this is the only thing I get. So I don't care what this top running back want or this top quarterback who actually getting hurt because they play. I got to get mine.
Right.
That's how everybody feel. And the crazy thing is, when you indoctrinate when you're young, that's the one problem I always had with football. You indoctrinate when you're young, that's all about team, which is amazing. That's one of the most amazing things about football. But at points it gets so toxic that it's strange because you like get manipulated into or gaslit into you gotta play. Or if you know you hurt, you ain't got no heart. You ain't about it. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna lose this game because I can't go. If the dude behind me can go better than me, he gonna go. Now, if he can't, now I'm 50%. I might still go out there because I play football. Like I gotta remember, I got shamed. I had a strained MCL, and it's supposed to be out 6 weeks. I came back after 2, and I still got shamed for being out 2 weeks. I'm like, what? By the way, my knee still get popped still today from that because I probably came back too early. I broke my wrist. I put it back in place and kept playing. I didn't even tape it up. I just popped it back in. And now everyone it hurt.
I feel like NFL players need to start taking that NBA player approach. You know what I mean? If I'm hurt, I'm shutting it down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you look at it like this. If I'm hurt,
we taking mental health weeks, yo.
Like, if I'm hurt and I go out on the field and I can't play up to my standards, I'm putting out bad tape. So say I'm trying to get paid. You know what I mean?
Like I might feel.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to get my money because I just put out bad tape because I was playing hurt. Nah, I mean, get off the field.
So right.
Baker Mayfield just
Get
did
off
that.
the field. You know what I mean?
Lost millions.
Heal up and just tell the team, listen, bruh, like, I'm hurt. You know what I mean?
That
I'm
pressure.
going to do surgery. Y'all going to have to do what y'all got to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That pressure, something
else. Like, more players need to adopt that mentality. Like, if I'm hurt, I'm shutting it down. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put that bad tape out because you're going to fuck your money up. You know what I mean?
By the way, some of y'all basketball players, I ain't forgot about y'all. Y'all right now being lazy. Y'all getting surgeries right before the season, so y'all ain't got to play after the season. Y'all don't love the game. I'm telling y'all that. You had all summer. You want to flirt with them girls and play Call of Duty all summer, Lonzo Ball. You knew you supposed to have surgery. How you going to have surgery this week? The season starting in 2 weeks.
Right.
You would have been back. No, you want to flirt on a yacht with the girl. Okay, I see you.
Oh, yeah, NBA season.
We might get to start with that. We'll get into that a little bit, like if we make it to that. But getting to a little more lighthearted thing. I don't know if we can call this lighthearted. A little bit more lighter content because, you know, we got Caresha, a.k.a. Young Miami, the one and only herself, decided to say a nice thing for the future of her product. You know, she does have a very successful podcast coming right now. It's trending a lot of different ways, many hot takes and things on there. And she decided to have another personal comment. See, Lala, I ain't forgot about you. They do make them disposable because, you know, the owners ain't got that plan. But regardless of that, so Caresha decided to make a simple statement. She says, I want my podcast to go to the next level. I want to be the Black Oprah. And a lot of people, as you can imagine, you know, her saying that, there was definitely some chatter, some back and forth.
Let's go. Black Oprah.
Everything. Somebody first and foremost, just like, you're not going to discredit Oprah's blackness and the struggle she faced to be the first Black woman on air. That's just one. Another one, you know, Oprah did go to an HBCU, started in some of the blackest classic movies. Her TV channel is nothing but Black experiences and Black stories. Why isn't she Black? Is it because she's welcomed in white spaces, which is something because, no, Oprah does have money and does have status. No, a bunch of other people, know you dumb if you think she's actually going to help Black people, especially being under Diddy more than Oprah. You know, it's just one thing. You know, the whole Young Miami Oprah thing in tears. Somebody knows she's better than Oprah, or if she becomes the next Oprah, she'll be the first Black woman to be the next Oprah, or she should say, I'll be the hood Oprah, which is still something else in and of itself. You know, first off, Oprah's a journalist, and then of course something Oprah's done. She's opened at least 10 schools in Africa for underprivileged girls. Also has her own network called OWN for Black representation. Not to mention she spent almost 30 years looking for her Black clean, and not one tabloid in sight. There's only one Oprah. Everybody's like, you know, Oprah's already Black, you know. But as you can imagine, Twitter had like just a field day with her one statement. You know, she did come up with a statement after the fact, trying to, you know, defend or explain what she meant by that. But it's still don't necessarily sound good when you're just like, I want to be the Black Oprah. But
that's crazy.
You shaking your head first, man. Let me know what you're thinking of it. The Black Oprah, is it a thing?
I guess we learned hot girls don't fuck with Oprah. That, bro, she's fucking. I thought Oprah was like top of the, like, if we were going like racial draft style, I figured Oprah would be like at the top of the Black people draft picks. I'm serious.
She shot Ace in the
Not a racial draft.
She be giving niggas cars on a regular basis.
It's not a racial draft, bro.
Like, I think Oprah's damn near first seed. Like, there ain't too many niggas in general that got money like Oprah. That's kind of, I mean, I guess it shows where her mindset's at. That's just a crazy ass. Are we sure she's not trolling?
Possibly. I mean, you'll start some waves with it, but I don't know if it's gonna be the waves.
Maybe she's trolling.
Did you get her statement after what she said?
I can find that statement, but just you know, it. Oh boy, I don't know.
That just sounds stupid. I don't know.
I mean, it's something. I mean, it does go to show what people might think of Oprah in today's day and age. If they weren't around when Oprah was growing, getting bigger, doing different things before the OWN network was a thing. When she had her show, like, people forget, you know, people almost forget Oprah even had.
Yeah, but Oprah made enough money to where she don't care if these niggas forgot about her or not.
Caresha is no, that don't, I ain't got nothing. She 27. I ain't got. I don't
Oh,
got.
well,
Nothing.
see,
I thought she was 21. I was like, okay, Oprah show was gone. They ain't seen Oprah in so long.
that's
Oprah
damn
been
near
off the
30,
grid.
bro.
Oprah been off. No, my thing is about Oprah been off the grid. She been off the grid since her show stopped. She just been in the background. So maybe she don't know Oprah like that. Because I know a lot of young kids that they never seen Oprah. They don't really they seen on like pictures, but Oprah not out like that. But she 27, 100% she seen Oprah. That's 100%. I can't even defend. I don't
know. Like I said, it could. Well, the age gap idea went out the window, but I mean,
I don't understand it.
That just sounds. It just sounds trolly to me.
Do you think she can get that big? Is another question.
No, but I do love her, and I think she can be Wendy Williams on that. She can get to that level.
Which city girl is she? Is that the one that Lil Uzi's always arguing with?
No, that's JT. She the one.
I'm sorry, I'm not up to date on which city girls which.
Oh, listen, I do think she can be Wendy Williams because she is messy and her show is very entertaining. Her show is entertaining, bro. What she tell the old girl? How you feel about when he took your car? That is hilarious.
Has she given anybody a car yet, though?
I told you she ain't Oprah. She Wendy Williams.
No. Oprah was giving out Oprah's probably giving out 1,000 cars at least, if not more. She used to give whole studio audiences fucking Jeep Wranglers and shit.
Listen, Oprah she can never be Oprah. Let's just end that. She's never gonna be Oprah. Oprah is a legit journalist who have serious topics to talk about with serious people.
Oprah's interviewed war criminals. God damn it!
That's what I'm saying. You interview rappers. You Wendy Williams, and you make jokes. You Wendy Williams. Go for Wendy. Be the black Wendy.
That's almost less disrespectful than saying the black Oprah, though.
But
be the black Wendy.
Her only response.
At least she's shooting high, though. You know she's aiming high.
Her response was that she doubled down. Like it ain't like she doubled down on it. And
she's trolling. She's trolling,
where's
bro.
She from? Let me see where's she from.
Like she doubled down.
Trolling.
Young Remy. You know what I mean? Listen. I'm gonna keep it being with you.
That is the one that fucks with Lil Uzi Vert then.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. And at the beginning, when I first seen this, I was like, Black Oprah? I'm like, isn't Oprah black? Like, I mean, that's, I thought that was a known fact globally. I thought, maybe. I could have been wrong. But then I thought harder about it, and I was like, yo, what year are we in? You know what I mean? And I was like, it's 2022, right? And I'm like, yo, people say shit for clicks. People say shit for the clock. People say shit for, how many people now have probably gone to watch an episode of her podcast or just listen to it because she said this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though, like, it's kind of like, come on now, Oprah Black, like, stop playing. Like, but maybe it was, this was a well thought out plan. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna deny, I'm not gonna put that past her. You know what I mean? I'm not. I mean, no, she may have thought this out. You know what I mean? Young Miami, she may be smarter than we think. You know what I mean? Them city girls, they, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, maybe. Just maybe.
I mean, like we discussed, at this point, there's almost no such thing as bad clout. Like if you out there and you known, and you just gotta take advantage of it. I mean, for me personally, I don't like the idea of being known for something negative. I just don't like that idea. I don't like the idea of being spread out there or trending for something that's bad. Like I've never felt that energy. If I'm gonna be known for something, I'm trending for something, I'd rather it be positive or something that I want to be known for, not just for just some random bull crap of 2022 and just be a trending topic for about 3 hours out of a day. Like, nah, I never liked the energy. But so to just say random stuff, I'm like, really? Like, oh, just hear what it is. Like, I'll power to it. Just that's a statement. That is a statement.
I think she dating Diddy, right? Or was they did?
Yeah, they're single and dating, as far as I remember. Yeah, they single and dating.
Yeah, that's the one, Tori. That's the one they did.
Okay.
Not the one that it was,
okay. You know. Damn. So one. That's some wild tasting men. Maybe they are up. They could be strategic mastermind.
Oh my gosh! Like, you know,
this could be goddamn.
Now, since you said strategic mastermind, we're gonna use that to go to another topic because something else that's also has been good old. Well, I ain't gonna say good old. Has been something on Netflix. Jeffrey Dahmer has a documentary that everybody has decided to take their 2 cents for.
Hey, Boosie ain't playing with y'all niggas.
No, we're not playing. It's literally called Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. And been a lot of talk, been a lot of chatter on whether you should even bother to watch it if you don't really realize, if you don't quite remember Jeffrey Dahmer is a very mass serial killer who was known for putting people into pieces and, you know, doing different things with different body parts. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it wasn't pretty. And everybody's had different moments or different thought processes as to whether you should even watch the documentary. Some people have even watched it, haven't been able to make it past episode 2. It is not pretty. It is graphic. It's ugly. And it is on Netflix. Something that everybody can generally access. So, you know, Netflix has already been running out with a lot of different things. Anyway, they decided to put out a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. I understand it's October. You know, I understand we are in the spooky month and everything, and this already came out. I can't say I'm a fan of this idea. I don't necessarily need to know the details of why somebody decided to go on a rampage and do different things. And not to mention, we'll never know fully their mindset as to why they did what they did. I'm not really a fan of it. You know, but we know we got our typical scumbag. Scumbag, you watching Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix?
I've watched little pieces and clips, but I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer's an old story though. Like, I mean, so I know like pretty much the timeline. So I mean, I guess it's probably just it being depicted in this form. Because I've seen motherfuckers going on paragraph long rants about how they couldn't let this evil into their life because they could feel it fucking latching on to. I'm like, bruh, come on now. I've seen artists having to delete songs because they made references to this man before. Bruh, what are we doing? How are we? This guy was a murderer for long before Netflix decided to make a buck off of it.
I mean, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer is somewhat known as one of the most evil men in existence. Bro. He's one of the most evil men in existence, from everything from necrophilia to cannibalism.
Raping and eating people, bro. What do you mean?
Like, so he's one of the most evil people in existence. So I'm not gonna knock people for having a thing like, hey, you know, it's too evil to even be watched at some points. You know,
as the nigga they got to play him, he's killing shit though. Man, I might be kind of worried about him though, because you know how they say acting can niggas play serial killers and change.
I do not need to see a Jeffrey Dahmer movie. Like, no, we already got a show, and that's a documentary. It's somebody do not need to read.
Yo, I got a question. Why did Evan Peters do that dance that he know all the girls do when they get drunk, and then they got all the girls on TikTok doing this weird dance? And I'm like,
that's TikTok.
Why?
It's TikTok.
TikTok is Satan for y'all that
TikTok
don't know.
was just doing a challenge to an R. Kelly song. So like,
TikTok was go into the
world. It's the Wild Wild West.
TikTok will go to the deepest depths of sickness, and they will make a joke out of it in a trend. They do not care.
You got a quick dance to everything. Kevin Gates got one out right now. Right now.
Yo, by the way, they turned that into something even dirtier than what it. At first, it was like a fun twerk video. They are like putting the audio of when they with their man behind it and saying, and then making that a challenge now. And I'm like, oh, y'all done went deeper than what I thought it was gonna be. We are dark individuals. But Tori, they go deeper than what you thought. You thought it was just gonna be a little twerk challenge. No, We will put the
No, man, it's you gotta get them views, bruh. You gotta get that impression rate right. What are you talking about? That's what you gotta do. They're trying to pop off.
Humanity is dark. They're very dark. We are very dark. But
oh yeah,
but
darkest species on the planet, bro.
We'll leave it at that. But we'll hit up on the last little topic. Just the last little topic, and it's very lighthearted. It's just simply saying that October is here. And October, if you ain't been paying attention to everything that's trending, there's a lot happening this month, from releases of anime, basketball is coming back, cold weather, the Halloween adventures, everything. Depending on how you feel about Halloween, everybody got their own interpretation of how they feel about Halloween. It is what it is. All I know, this month gonna have a lot of stuff.
Go out there and TP something, kids. Throw some eggs.
We ain't worry about the kids. It's all about us right now. But my simple question to everybody on watching, everybody that's here and everybody, period, what you looking forward to the most this month? Because there's a lot going down. I already seen a couple of anime have their first episode today. I already seen some crazy stories already happen today.
Got Chainsaw Man coming too, yo.
So I simply asked everybody, what are you looking forward to the most this month? It could be anything, period. Let me know. And Munch Mafia, why is your name Munch Mafia? I really... So Munch Mafia, you can let me know.
Shout out to Ice
the most this month, because if it's munching, you're only munching on one thing, and I know that's X-rated for this show.
Truthfully, honestly, today started it. We saw Berserk episode 1. My Hero episode was actually good. It's in a good part, so it's amazing. Also, it was one more that just came out today. Well, 3 anime that came out today. Amazing. All of it was fun. Then you got, of course, Chainsaw Man, Bleach, all coming back to back to back. So it's a good time for an anime fan. We got Werewolf by Night coming. We are excited about TV.
Man.
Let it go, man.
We are hyped.
I was looking forward to Werewolf by Night, but I don't know if I'm as hyped for it as I was before.
She-Hulk is ending.
Yeah. Let's go.
Get her out of here. Let's go. So we having a good time. Hopefully the last 3 episodes, the episode they give us in October would be amazing. So at least it go out on a high note.
3. It's 3 episodes. I thought it was 2.
No, it's 2. I said 2. I was thinking about
it. Oh, thank God.
But yes, hopefully we can get it done, and hopefully it ends on a good note so it can make the month even stronger, and it's finally gets good in October. But that's what I'm looking forward to. Keep it 99 reviews. We got a lot to review, and it's a fun time. I actually am gonna have fun. Ring of Power is actually good in October now, so we in the war part, so that's the fun part. We got through all that other crap, so it's fun.
Afro-Comic, we ignoring him. What are you looking forward to the most in this wonderful month?
Becoming a munch. That's what he.
Aside from Halloween itself, just for the pure tomfoolery of the season, I mean, Chainsaw Man is always. I mean, I've been waiting for so long. I mean, you hit the nail. Bleach coming back. There's a plethora of. I enjoy the atmosphere too. It's just a light chill comes around. You can start wearing a hoodie again. I don't go as far as pumpkin spice, but I dig the fall vibes, yo.
Pumpkin spice, this man. We're not doing the pumpkin spice. The Black Sensei. We're gonna leave him down there where they are. My God, what are you looking forward to the most this month? Over.
Yeah, I mean, munching definitely, but watching, yeah, I mean, you already know.
How do we?
I'm a sports guy, so I'm looking forward to that basketball, my brother. You know what I mean? We had some movement in the off season, a couple draft picks and whatnot. I mean, I'm just trying to see what the league about to do. Me, myself, I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan, so I'm trying to see what we're going to do this year.
Oh, not the Mavericks?
Yeah, Luka, that's my boy.
Oh,
anybody that know me know, I've been, even though I'm from Philly, I've always been a Mavs fan. But I do love the Sixers, though. I do fuck with the Sixers. I mean, but we see what they're gonna do. I mean, they should have been to the finals like 3-4 times by now. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to basketball season. I just set my fantasy league draft for the basketball season. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely, and And also, if y'all trying to do some fantasy basketball, I'll let you.
Invite. I like fantasy basketball.
Yeah, I got you. I set up another league inviting. But yeah, basketball and also the anime. I just watched Spy Family today. Just watched My Hero.
That was it.
You know what I mean? Just watched My
Berserk yet?
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, definitely. Because Berserk, that's what. Listen.
No, we're not coming for the Mavericks already.
October, yes, the Mavericks. You know what I mean? October is going to be, it's lit. You know what I mean? For the anime. Bleach about to come. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, anime.
Silence.
Anime and basketball. You know what I mean? The fall vibes definitely, because I'm definitely ready to put my hoodies on. Blur Cartel hoodies coming. Frigid Yams, all that. You know what I mean? We got you.
Aisha said she's not for your munching today. You're gonna need to stop that, Zelma. She's like, she's not for the munching. We're trying to be proper, apparently.
Hey, your name today for After Dark, you should gotta be Munch Princess. Let's go. That's your name today. Let's go.
She munching? Wait a second.
Yes. Yes.
How we gonna change my team? Like, that's crazy.
Don't.
We support it. You support it. Hey, listen, she part of Munch Mafia too. Shout out.
So we went from GGC Mafia to BBC Mafia to the Munch Mafia.
Yeah, she part of the team. I show every team but the BBC one.
The organization's still finding its identity.
Lala understand.
They all
actually agrees, which is unfortunate. It's like she agrees with Munch Princess. Aisha's a little bit.
Like I said,
apparently dubbed the Munch Princess. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, talk to Zelma and Lala. They have deemed you the Munch Princess.
Let's go. We
I don't know what to tell you about that because
we got the Grip Reaper and the Munch Princess.
I don't know what you're munching, so I really don't have an answer for you. Or just keep it a be with you. So it is what it is.
I should go tell your man to go get you a throne. And do it thing, you know what I'm saying? Munch Princess.
Don't make it out of
Princess. GGC Mafia merch coming, announcing it coming next week when this show drop. I'm dropping it. The whole website.
I'm not wearing the shirt that says Munch Mafia. I'm not wearing.
It's GGC Mafia. You seen the logo, Monte?
I'm just saying. You said I'm not wearing a Munch.
I can't. Mafia. That's actually already copyrighted by my friend, so I can't do it.
Why did your friend have a thing on Munch? You know what? I'm like,
shout out to the ATL, y'all rocking.
See, I spiced too late. She should have capitalized. She should have had Munch merch a minute ago.
I don't know what this...
Ice Entrepreneur Spice. Let's go.
See, she says munch what? I don't know what you're munching. You're going to literally have to ask those two.
You got. I guess you leave it up to the imagination. The ambiguity is part of the allure.
No. Explain to me. What are we munching? Are we munching
now,
the same thing?
We know.
Are we munching the same thing? That means Lala part of the Munch Mafia means it's something that I need to be aware of. Are we munching the same thing?
Let's not play coy here. We know.
I am being serious.
Let's not be. Come on now. Munching should be all inclusive. You got to be inclusive with the munching. You can't be.
Are we munching cookies? Is that what we're munching?
You call it that?
I mean.
Yeah, that's what you would call it.
That actually works perfectly.
Yo, listen, if you don't eat it right, the feeling don't come out. Listen, you ain't part of the Munch Mafia.
Yo, that sounded wild from either side too. There you go, double time.
Lala be munching and getting
Munch Princess.
Go,
the Munch Princess. This ain't even after dark. You get. That's why she the Munch Princess. I'm just a peasant in the Munch Mafia. I'm just a peasant because I only can do one. You know what I'm saying? Once you do both, you know what I'm saying?
I'm all for it now. Go right ahead.
This is a fight for all-inclusive munching.
60, not that's the advanced munching. So everybody want to be part of the Munch Mafia.
Yeah, that's top tier, yo. That's when you start going up there.
Holla her. She asked you a question because it's not directed to me. I have no clue.
I mean, yes.
He asked.
Munch Mafia. So now we have the GGC Mafia subdivision, Munch Mafia, and another subdivision is the Yellow Bucket Boys. Which we know everybody's just gonna join.
Oh, I need to make that shirt. We gotta make that shirt. I don't know.
Yellow Bucket Boys definitely.
GGC Mafia merch will be out next week when this show starts. Let's go.
I think I'm good here. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave a little room before the after dark when I'm pretty much. I understand we're gonna get some feedback on this Munch Mafia. I already know that a certain couple of females are gonna have some things to say. I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen. So
one of the topics for After Dark has to do with some munching. So yeah, man.
That's energy, yo.
I'm not even
there you go. That's continuity, folks.
You know what I mean? Only
intertwined like a good story.
You'll get it here. Overall 99 Blur Cartel. You get that. You know what I mean? You see it. You watch it.
You believe it. And you'll feel it apparently with some munching. So, we're going to leave it at that. I appreciate everybody for joining us for another episode of Make It Make Sense. The end of this didn't make sense because we got to the Munch Mafia, but it is what it is.
Bring out the Skittles.
Hey,
we're not going
you gotta be willing to use an assortment of what you have an abundance of. And
he said gummy bears. I said Skittles, and we're going to leave that at that.
Gummy bears, gummy worms.
Hollywood.
Nothing that can be easily broken into pieces. No, it's got to be something that's got.
I ain't in this debate. So
it's not going to be a debate. We're not bringing.
It's 1-1.
Skittles for sure.
I said, see, he agrees with me. Skittles because gummy bears. But you
can use an assortment. That's part of the appeal, yo.
It's also an assortment of skills.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you want to be inventive. You want to get creative.
I got like 5 different bags.
Monster Rainbow.
No, you can't be using like sour Skittles, shit like that. That's got a granular coating on it.
Monster Rainbow got regular, wild berry, tropical, the freaking mixed kind where they mix up the colors, the freaking yellow bag ones.
You just gotta dump them all in a bowl and stir it up, yo.
Who needs a bowl?
No, that's part of the fun because then you don't know what flavors you're getting.
Tore them.
Yeah,
tore on the munch
Exactly.
I don't need a bowl.
Yo, I don't know how does we gotta talk about that. I want to know how this bowl works. Like how you.
We were talking about that after air. Make sure y'all subscribe to If y'all want to get to the part of those details of what we're talking about in that process, make sure to cash out the Blur Cartel. Either that, make sure to send the stars to this show as well if you want to get some of that extra content. Completely believe it is juicy and we ain't talking about the candy. Otherwise, we appreciate everybody for joining us. Black Sensei, where can they find you at?
It's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel, CEO status, GGC Mafia, Munch Mafia. We in the building. I mean, you can find me anywhere the Blur Cartel is. You see that at the bottom of the screen: Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, and Twitch. And you can follow me on Twitter at Sensei Hollywood. Follow me on Instagram, Hollywood_Sensei. And then you can catch me about an hour and a half from now on Blur Cartel After Dark. You know what I mean?
You know, and to answer that very simple question, I am talking about the hard candy. He is talking about the gummies. And he's not talking about just Skittles.
Gummies,
what is your choice to answer?
Skittles or gummies? They work.
Munch Mafia, where can they find you at? We're not doing this on this.
I won't answer this answer, but you can find me at 99_Zelmay or Zelmay most places. You can find me either one. Most of the play is 99_Zelmay. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Munch Mafia out.
And Afro Kami, aka the Gummy Man himself, where can they find you at, you fiend?
You already know. Afro Kami 765 on everything. You can catch me on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag as I am accustomed to being.
You got a ladle?
Most definitely. Different sizes ladle.
Thank you all for joining us on the episode. Make it make sense. Remember to send those stars, send the Cash App, and all the other kind of goofy stuff. We appreciate everybody. Munch Mafia apparently, and we Skittles versus gummies, and we will leave it at that. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good evening.